Before I proceed, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And if you have any questions after the video, you can always put it in the comment section. Okay, many people enter trades and they believe that success is all about finding the right strategy. But the truth is, most traders still fail even with the right strategy. And this is not because they don't have the knowledge it takes, this is because they lack the discipline it takes to be a trader. That's why I would always tell people I've taught, people I'm teaching, and my subscribers on YouTube, you must always learn to have a trading rule and a trading plan. You must have structure because discipline is very, very important. You can't go about trading how you live your life and just go about it unplanned. Do you understand? So you always have to have. So in this video, I will be explaining those mistakes and how you can avoid them. So one reason most people would lose money is because you're expecting fast results. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. I would always tell people trading is not a get rich quick scheme. You cannot be chasing fast results. It's always going to bounce back at you and end badly. So you cannot be trading with the expectancy that perhaps if I start trading in 1 month, in 2 months, I'm gonna be there. Most people don't even get it right in 1 year. Most people don't even get it right in 2 years. Most people don't even get it right in 3 years. Do you understand? So everybody differs on how they can comprehend knowledge and be practical about it. But at the same time, you have to stay disciplined, you have to have structure, you have to have rules, you have to have the trading plan. It's very, very important in your trading. Another thing is most people lack management. This is they don't know how to manage their capitals. And I always tell my students that preserving your capital or being able to manage your capital and keep it long term is the only way you're going to participate in trading long term. You can't just wake up and say, oh, because I have $200 to spare, I'm willing to lose all of it. You can't have that kind of mindset. You have to understand that I have to be able to manage this money and it has to return rewards back to me. So you're not going to be um, reckless about how you take trades. You're going to be cautious. And when I say cautious, I mean cautious in the way you manage your capital. Because most of you would sometimes overly play this cautious role and then miss out on good trades that you're supposed to take. So you have to be cautious in how to manage your capital. And that is why I talked about managing your risk. And most people lack that. Another thing is most people want to overtrade. You just want to wake up and take 100 trades a day. I saw someone that was like, they take 33 trades in a day, and I'm like, okay, I don't really have so much to say. You want to take 33 trades in a day, take 33 trades in a day. Because most times when you try to talk to people about this, they just feel like there's no manual to it. That's what someone said. There's no manual to these things. So don't think you can actually use your experience to advise somebody else. And I don't think that's true. There's no manual to it, but there are fixed knowledge that guides us through. We're gonna have different experience, different stories, but we must live by certain rules, even as humans outside of trading. Do you understand that? So most people want to trade out of boredom. They miss a trade, they lose a trade, they want to revenge trade. That's over trading. They want to also sit and say, okay, I only took 3 trades today already. It went good. If I sit longer, I could find more setups and take more trades. And then they sit and they take in more trades and more trades and more trades. And they don't realize that if you don't have proper risk management and you're taking trades after trades, and you probably don't end up getting all of those trades right. People that trade like that, one trade could ruin 5 trades success. Like one trade, they lose one trade, and the last 3 trades they take, it would be of no use because that one trade would have swept out the entire reward they got from the last 2 trades. There are people that trade like that. They don't even stick with 1%. They don't believe in trading with 1%. So they get three trades right, they lose one trade, and it takes away the entire reward that comes with it, which is sick. Another thing is fear and greed. I talked about this, and these are two emotions that affect a lot of traders. You either close too early, or you enter too late, or you just jump into the trade because you fear that you're going to miss out on it, which is why I talked about FOMO, fear of missing out. So you have to, and whenever you set a trade, this is a rule I have for myself personally. Whenever I set a trade and it doesn't go right, let's say I miss out on it, um, price did not get to my entry point, I just step back. I step away from it. I step away completely. I step away from it completely. I don't go about trying to create trades where they're not. And if I've missed out the ones I have created already, I let it be. I let it go. The opportunity is going to come again. It's going to take a while, but it's going to come again. And most people just fear that idea, which is why I talked about FOMO. The fear of missing out. They feel like, oh, I missed out on this great trade I was taking, this great session, and then they just lose it. So you always have to learn how to control the fear, the greed, and the idea of missing out. You're not missing out on anything. Okay, it's just one trade gone. You're gonna have another trade and another trade and another trade to come. This market is going to exist. It's been existing before you. It's going to exist after you. So don't let it control you. Do you understand? So another point is lack of patience. Lack of patience is a very hard skill. Very hard skill. Patience is something that it's very difficult to have because trading takes a lot of patience, a lot of patience. So you have to have patience for your trades to get to your entry point, for it to get to your TP. You have to just have the patience for the next available good setup. Be patient. Be patient. It's very important. And another point is you just want to constantly change strategies. I've met a couple people in the last few years of trading. I've met a couple people that every time you meet them, every time you talk to them, they're telling you they're explaining their trades in a very different strategy every time you see them, and you're like, "What happened to the last one? It wasn't it?" And they'll tell you, "Oh, it wasn't working out so fine. I got this. There's this new strategy I'm using right now, and it's fire." And the next time you meet them again, the last strategy didn't work. The new strategy they got is fire again, and I'm like, "Okay, you have to take a chill pill." You have to take a chill pill. And there's one thing about trading is this. You can't consume every knowledge that comes across you. But you must also be humble enough to take advice from people that are being where you are at and are past that point. You have to be humble enough to take advice from them. You never know. Another point is most people ignore the emotional part of trading and they say, no, there's nothing emotional about it, just know the right setup, just know the right, have the right amount of knowledge, get the right setups, and that's a lie. Sometimes subconsciously you get controlled by your emotions and you wouldn't even know until you're done. And most times, most people don't reflect, they don't sit and reflect on the things they do, which is why I talk about journaling. It's very important. It will help you reflect. So you being able to sit and reflect on the trades you've taken, the decisions you've made, will actually help you see that most trades you take is not you sticking to your plan, it's you sticking to what your head tells you to do. You just come on the chart after having a written out plan and then you just do the opposite. It's your emotion. It's your emotion, and then you have to learn how to control that because most people don't even know they're controlled by their emotions. So you don't the first thing in solving a problem is knowing the problem. If you don't know the problem, you'll never be able to find a solution to the problem. Okay, so successful trading isn't just, it doesn't come overnight. It's not just, you're not just gonna wake up and be successful in trading. It's a step by step, a gradual process. You take it one time, and most times you wouldn't even know when you get there. Sometimes you just find yourself that you're doing this effortlessly at some point. So you just have to stick to all of this and take out that mindset of thinking it's gonna get you rich quick. Those people you see online flaunting all of that, if you go close to them, most of them are influencers and most of them are actual traders. If you go close to them and you get to find out how long they've been trading, you would probably want to back out. I'm not saying back out, I'm just saying. So it's they didn't do it in 1 year because they pop on your FYP last week doesn't mean they started like 6 weeks ago. They popped on your FYP last week. They probably started like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Do you understand? And they're popping up on your FYP, and you're like, oh my god, this is the life I want. And then you think 6 months is enough to do that. I'm not trying to discourage you, but I'm trying to be realistic and tell you the truth. And that's the truth. So you have to put all of this into consideration to actually guide you through and save you lots of losses than you think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So don't forget to subscribe. Um, and if you're looking for a good broker, you can always use Exness. I'll drop the link in my description. And for TradingView too, I'll drop the link in my description. Do have a nice day and do well with this information that I've given you. Thank you for your time.